happy in omerglitch.
It's hump day.
Hot, hot, hot like a tamale!
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big, juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Big booty.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big, juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot, hot, hot like a tamale!
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big, juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot, hot, hot like a tamale!
Big, beautiful ass. Big, beautiful ass. Big, beautiful ass. Big, beautiful ass.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big, juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot, hot, hot like a tamale!
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big, juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Big booty.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big, juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot, hot, hot like a tamale!
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Anybody? Anybody? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Guess what today is?
Hello and welcome everyone. I'm still trying to build some assets for this Drawing Friends show. And let's see, we've got a new person. Dark Side is comics. And he's got a book. We'll share it and pull it up here in a little bit. Yep. You have been bestowed the blue wrench of power, Dark Side. We'll pull up your campaign here in a bit, and we'll get you in here in just a little bit. So he's in the back room at the moment. Let's see here. Haldir, thank you as always, sir. You are an amazing, amazing mod. And Peter was here earlier. I can't pull it up in the chat because it was put in before the live stream went on. Hey, Scarlett. Always a pleasure to have you here. Yep. Hey. Everybody's saying hey. We've got 10 wonderful people watching, 5 on Xers and 5 on the YouTubes. So let me bring in Dark Side here.
Hello there.
Hello. What's going on? Marinus, is that right?
Yes, that's it.
All right, cool.
How is the sound?
You sound great.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for the last minute invite, Omer. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. Absolutely.
Hey, Tank.
I took a look at what's up, Tank. I took a look at your campaign earlier. It looks good, man. I like the art. Pretty
Thank you
badass
so
stuff.
much.
Yeah.
That was my intention.
Yeah, it looks great. Tank, thanks for being in the chat. You're welcome to the link too, of course. I know you've got lunch going or breakfast or something like that. So what is Jay Ryan? What's all this then? Yes. Jay Ryan, the troll in the chat. I love it.
The mighty Jay
Nah,
Ryan.
he's not a troll. Jay Ryan's great. He's a really good artist. Got some great stuff. Get a chance to check out his artwork.
Absolutely.
Yep. Let me see if I can I'll pull your campaign up here in a bit. I'm doing a little drawing. Let's see who comes in. Let's see who wants to draw along. I'm gonna work on I have a 6-gun gorilla piece here. Chris, how do you name it? Chris Chattagao. Chris, I forget how to say his last name. I think it's Chris. Is it Chris? Chris Gow? I don't remember. I have his name written here somewhere, I think.
Hmm.
Let me look at my notes. It's hard to remember everybody's name and everybody's characters, and I have a to-do list here, a draw list. Yeah. So let's see. Where is it? Six Gun Gorilla. Chris is
Yeah,
his first name.
Chris Gao. I mean, I follow him. I know
Yeah.
him. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
great. Cisco
Yeah.
Gorilla, dude.
Yep. First one, then the other, Omar. Yeah. Chris Gao. I think that's how you say his last name.
Yeah.
Jay Ryan, when are we gonna when you get back to full force and not busy with your house stuff and all your stuff going on in your life? We gotta draw together, buddy. We gotta hang out and draw. So I'm still developing like intro assets for this show. This is kind of a random show, drawing friends. It just happens every once in a while. But I don't know. I might make it a regular Tuesday thing, and I might even make it a couple of other days since I'm getting static from some other guy. So I just might have to stream and see what happens. Because I don't like being told I'm a jerk. Oh God, I won't do it. Yeah, there's a lot of draw streams. Everybody, potentially, streams all over the place, and I'm not one to like stream when you can, stream when you want to. If everybody streams over each other, whatever, like it's whatever. So, of course, if bigger channel streams, obviously they're gonna pull all the views, so it's all good. What's up, JBot in the chat? Let me pull up your campaign here.
JBot.
There we go.
Yeah.
And I'll add your channel and info down in the description in a day or two, since you're new. And we'll see what's up. Yes, Jay Ryan. You have your people, contact my people, and we'll figure it out. Yeah. But Jay, you're in that. Go ahead. Sorry, Marinus.
You said like real businessman, what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah.
The thing is, Jay's in the DM room for the hump day, so he can always come into any of my shows.
Super.
Yeah. So, and you're
the
in
more
that
the
room
merrier,
too,
right?
so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Great. Everybody's doing great. So tell us a little bit about your book. I'm gonna draw for about 10 minutes, and then we'll pull up your campaign here in just a bit.
All right.
You want to chit chat while I draw?
Okay. Because I forgot this was a drawing stream, right?
Yeah. No worries. You can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you do your thing. I try to entertain the people here. Probably a couple of you might know me, maybe not. My name is Marinus. I'm from the Netherlands. I've been around on X, learning, meeting new people in the comics industry for a couple of years now. I believe I'm on X 5 years, and slowly getting to know a lot of cool creators, artists, writers, colorists, inkers, and all that stuff. And I was really amazed how cool the community is. And because where I come from, comics is a very niche thing. Basically, if I tell, adults, because I'm adult, right? About comics, they look at me like, comics, isn't that for children or something like that? And I say, yeah, no, but where I like
that's
I said,
kind of weird though. Just a little rebuttal here. That's kind of weird because you are in Europe and you have France over there, and there's a whole like adult industry out in France. Because you got like heavy metal or metal harlant.
Yes, right? Metal harlant. Yeah.
So that's kind of weird, just out of perspective.
Yeah, I believe when you are younger, buying, let's say comics like the Fantastic Four, Judge Dredd, from the UK. I live in the Netherlands, by the way.
Yeah.
That was all cool. But when you grow up, people then say, well, aren't you just a little bit too old to read comics? Don't you want to look at Formula One or soccer, stuff like that?
Right.
I'm not interested in that. I mean, I play sports. I'm doing boxing. I'm working out 3 times a week. I'm driving a motorcycle. But, I was never interested in all these, standard things that people around me, or that is normal in the Netherlands, like
Right.
ice skating and cycling, all that stuff. Was nearly not really interested. I just want to get lost in comic books,
Right.
and that was my escape from everything, right? Just I got just home when I got home from school. I just watched cartoons, like He-Man and Transformers, the usual,
Right. Yeah.
and then read
G.I.
Spider-Man
Joe.
comics, yeah,
Yeah.
and it never go away, the itch to read comics. I would just want to read the next one and the next one and the next one. I want to
Right.
read more stories, and that's how I became addicted to comics, something
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
And then I believe around, let's say 2006, 2007, I just stopped reading comics because I didn't like it anymore. I saw some changes in the industry,
Right.
but I always kept up to what's happening, right? And it just, I'm a fan. I'm just a comic reader. I'm a collector. I mean, I was a collector. And I believe for 2019, I came, quote unquote, back to comics. And then I went on X, formerly known as Twitter. And then there was people talking about comic books all the time. And I felt right at home. This particular part, this group of people.
Right.
I was
Found
really
your jam. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really missing that in my life, that I can openly talk about people's passions, comics, art. I'm an art lover, not only comics, but also
Right.
love art. I love to share art. I love to talk about art in all kind of, of forms.
Sure.
And then one day I said, you know what, I want to try writing. So a couple of years back, I hired another writer. I was co-writer on Black Heart Matter. It was a horror magazine. It was funded on Indiegogo and on Kickstarter successfully.
Nice.
And you know what? I got a taste of it, and I started to write. And the first thing that I write was some kind of a post-apocalyptic, story with Rod Looper, who is involved in Michael Bancroft's The Lucent, and he was also part of the Black Tiger. And
the Black Tiger, with Jose Garcia, is that right? Was it Jose Garcia?
No. That's the Blue Tiger. You probably
That's the Blue Tiger. Okay.
Yeah. And we got to know each other because we like I said, I reached out years ago to a lot of creators, want to talk to them and get to know them. And we started to work together on the story. He got then, how do you say? He got a third kit, and he got some paid gigs. And he said, I don't have much time to be in this project. And I said to him, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to put it on the shelf, or do you want to work it later? Because I was in no hurry. And he really wanted to do this with me, but at some point I wanted to move forward. And we got together, we talked to each other still privately. I mean, he's a great guy, still like him. And we hang out once in a while and we talk about private stuff.
Sure.
It really cheers me up because that guy is so positive.
Right.
When I talk to him, he always put
You're
a
making
smile.
friends. You're making friends. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was really important to me that he was doing his own thing because, if you have a kid and a private life and you want to get your work out there, you need to have paid gigs, right? And when we are starting to collaborate, we don't know where we were going with this. It was more in the experimental phase, if you will. Yeah. So I put it on the shelf and was doing my own thing. And he came back to me a little bit and said, hey, Marinus, I thought about that. I want to work with you in the future, but, I'm a little bit busy with the paid gigs. Why don't you go forward with this project and see what is going on your own? So I thought, that is actually cool. Yeah. And so I changed the story that I was that we created together. I changed it into GEMINI Crusaders because what it was then, it changed completely what it was now. Right. And so I have a buddy called David Fee. And he did Red Eyes 1 till 4. I believe 5th is on the Indiegogo and Kickstarter right now. And we know each other also from a couple of years. Like you said, we are making friends, and that's
right.
That's super.
Right.
And then we started to work on this one together, and it evolved through the time. And I'm doing this now. The story we picked it up, let's say 1.5 years ago. We just started,
Okay.
and we're about 70% in this project. I mean,
Nice.
it's done 70%. I mean, and I hope people will like it. Right? This is a science fiction medieval story of medieval setting. You know, it's a science fiction comic book with two sisters battling the forces of evil, but it's not the forces of evil like coming from the depths of hell, although
Right.
that's how they view it, you know, because they're from the medieval times. These are actually aliens crashed in medieval times. And I really wanted to have some kind of a setting that people are not really, you know, can defend themselves, you know, against those forces, because,
Right.
you know, if you do it in modern settings, we have nuclear weapons, you know,
Right.
cannons and, you know, artillery. But, you know, I thought it would be cool if there is a kingdom with just swords and trebuchets and, you know, pots of fire, you know, and oil.
Right.
And but there is a twist here, and the twist is basically they can defend themselves with bioweapons. And those bioweapons also comes from another planet, because hundreds of years ago these aliens came to Earth, but there was also a group of people from the same planet hunting them. And those bioweapons, called pylons, are basically weapons of mass destruction, specifically designed to wipe those evil aliens out.
Nice.
But that was hundreds of years ago, and supposedly this alien race was eradicated. But you know, nothing is farther from the truth. So they are back hundreds of years ago, but those relics, those ancient relics from the past, are still there. The people are gone, or the alien people are gone, but the relics are still there. But how would they operate that? How would they understand the technology? Because they don't know what it is. For a lot of people, these are holy relics, not to be touched, not to be go near, except if you are a thief or some scientists. And they accidentally find out how to operate them and basically battle the forces of evil.
Nice. That sounds
Yeah.
cool. It feels
right?
it's kind of like Cowboys and Aliens. It kind of feels like
Oh yeah, exactly that. Yeah, I mean,
aliens from, you know, like Alien, Romulus, and Covenant and all that stuff.
exactly.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I just watched Gladiator 2, and they had the oil trebuchets big time in those showing off, and you know, the destruction of Rome and all that. It was pretty good.
I love it.
Yeah, it was entertaining. But yeah, that whole idea of medieval weapons versus modern or alien technology, that's fascinating.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like well, they're talking about like what is it, Predator and Prey, so they're gonna make a Prey 2. I think it's been greenlit, so that's always interesting, right? Because she basically beat a predator with a hatchet sling, right? Because it had like a string on it.
Yeah.
Watched. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch Prey, by the way?
Yeah. Prey was good. I liked it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the movie got a lot of flack, and it was not really perfect, but but it was way better than what came before. I mean, 1 and 2 are still the best, right? In my opinion. And I like, and maybe I get a little bit of flack of this. What's the alien movie on the planet, on the different planet? I forgot.
Romulus.
Was it Romulus?
Oh, Covenant, or
you're probably a little bit confused with Alien instead of Predator.
I mean, it was Predator.
Alien.
When they take the humans and they put them on that other planet.
Yeah. I mean, that has some fun. Fun,
it had Adrian Brody in it.
Yes, exactly.
That was a good one. I liked it. Yeah.
I would like that too. You know, I mean, I'm just if you get a good science fiction movie, I'm a sucker for a good science fiction movie, or just science fiction in general.
I agree. Like Covenant blew me away, and the second one, what's it called? Revelations? No. In the Alien franchise, I always want to know more. You know, like
exactly. Yeah.
Give me more.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. like I said before, when I was on Twitter, I met Tank and Art of J Ryan on Sugar Chris's channel. Hey, David Feed, who is my co-writer, is also in the chat. Hey, man, how you doing?
Hello, everybody in the chat. I'll get to the chat here in a little bit, and then we'll
Yeah.
pull up your campaign here.
Sure.
I always get since I'm always hosting, or particularly on my channel, the groups that come in, I have to pull two duties. So I try to take about 10 minutes, and I'll draw for 10-20 minutes, and then I'll go back to the chat and pull up things and talk about, show everybody stuff off. And
yeah, absolutely. And listen, I really appreciate that. That
yeah, man, absolutely.
having
And good to meet you. So this is the first time we're meeting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we
great.
just met. How do you say? 15 minutes ago or 20 minutes?
Yeah.
On Tank's channel. Thank you, Tank, for introducing two cool people.
Yeah. Tank's a force multiplier, as he likes to say. He's a tank and a ferret who got put into a particle accelerator and came out as a tank ferret, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he force multiplies on everyone.
You know what I like about all of you people, that you are all doing your own thing, drawing, talking about comics or art in general, or writing or coloring. I mean, the whole process is so interesting to me, right? Because I was just a comic fan, still a comic fan, and then creating something from out of thin air, if it's just words or just lines on paper, that's just a great feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll show you my little comic and my character here in a bit.
Yeah, please.
Hail to the J-Bot.
Yeah.
What am I working on?
Yeah.
This is a 6-gun gorilla. It's a Chris Gau's character.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
6-gun gorilla. I'm trying to get it outlined so people can actually see it, because in pencil I draw lightly, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I see it. Awesome.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yes. Marinus, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sugar Chris. Yeah.
Cool.
Here's a Haldir. He's a great mod, as always. Haldir.
Thank you, Haldir. Really appreciate that.
He's really great at dropping all the links.
6480. I was wondering what that is standing for.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never asked. What does it stand for, Haldir? It's not your social security number, right? Don't tell us if it is. The last 4 digits. Oh my God.
Maybe it's a social security number.
Yeah. He's gonna dox himself. He's been doxing himself this whole time.
Oh no.
Yeah. Prometheus.
Yeah.
Hello,
absolutely.
David Feed. You're new. Welcome to the
David
show.
is my co-writer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing. Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. I'm going to wrench you, David, so you can drop links if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, David has his own campaign called Red Eyes. It's on Kickstarter, Fund My Comic, and Indiegogo.
If you want to drop that, David, we'll pull it up. Go ahead. Sorry.
No worries. So, David, if you want to pull your own campaign up, so we're going to do a little bit shilling here, doing the best I can, shilling your book.
Yeah, I shill all the time, man. And I just see it as kind of like sharing. I don't really feel like it's shilling. Like, I don't know. It is, though, right? I mean,
no, I feel like it's more like
a
sarcastic. Yes. Free body problems.
It's like, it's fun stuff. Let's check it out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 3 Body Problem was great. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, K-Pop?
Hey, K-Pop.
How you doing?
Yeah, I was on K-Pop's stream not long ago, and I actually got a backer. So thank you so much, K-Pop, again, for having me. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was a great stream. So, yeah.
Yeah, so my bigger show is on Wednesday nights. It's called the Hump Day Show. You're in that room, so you're always welcome. I think I send you some dates on when we can highlight you. And but you're more than welcome to stop by and say hi, and we'll pull up your campaign from here on out, since you're in the DM room. So
and when is normally you are streaming?
That's Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Central. I don't know what it'd be your time. Probably 9
p.m. Central. I believe it is 3 at midnight or 3 in the morning.
Yeah. So and then I've got this show at 2. And I might do some other shows, and then I'm gonna start doing like a monthly or quarterly show called the omerglitch sub-o-thon, where
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to go like 8 to 10 hours of streaming,
Mhm.
just for subs, trying to get subs and promoting and subs, and so I call it a sub-o-thon. And our theme song is Cisco's Thong to Thong Thong Thong, because it's funny.
Yeah.
I like play on words, and I don't know if you get that across the pond over there in Europe, but I mean,
Dum,
sometimes
da,
it
dum,
doesn't
dum.
try. Yeah,
Yeah.
thong to thong thong. Yeah. Okay, let me pull up your campaign. I've got it here, and I got some questions. So you're from Norway, is that correct? Is that what you said?
The Netherlands, Holland.
Holland. Okay, cool. There's a really big YouTuber I follow called Itchy Boots. She's from Holland, right? I
Okay.
think she's from Holland, but she rides motorcycles across the world. I really love her channel.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, she does. She's also big on Instagram, right? Doesn't
Yes,
she
yes.
have a boyfriend from Norway that they meet each other there, and they are just driving around?
Uh,
Doing videos about driving motorcycles and stuff.
mm,
Maybe I'm
as far as I know, she's never shown a guy that she's dating on the channel.
probably smart.
So yeah. So
Gable Penny
let's
show.
see. What's
Oh,
up, Gable?
hey Gable. 2 o'clock show.
The chat is going crazy, crazy. So
It's
Ion.
Soul.
Oh, it's nice. Good to see you.
Yes,
Good to see you.
Soul is also another buddy of mine. He's from Germany.
All right. We'll have to
Yeah.
give Soul a wrench.
Yeah, he's a big promoter. If he's in the chat, he's promoting nonstop.
You know what? Maybe I should have had you bring this up so you could share it and tell us about it. But while I asked you questions, but yeah, we'll do that in a little bit. I'll go through it carefully here, and you can tell us about it. Go ahead and give us. You've talked already a little bit about it, but tell us about your artist. Tell us about your artist.
Sid Teles is the artist. He's from Brazil. He's a very shy guy, but his art is phenomenal.
Yeah,
and when David and I went together and talked about the project, I said, okay, who are we gonna get on board? So basically, Sid was the first one, I believe, if I remember correctly, and he was also the one that just stuck around because he really liked the project, and he did some black and white. He showed us some black and white Western art, and I think, oh, that looks cool. So we gave him some, things. Let's say I asked him, "Hey, can you
I love
make
this.
something cool for a project?" So we gave him some pointers at what we are looking for, and he just knocked it out of the park. The first thing that he showed us, and so we tweaked a little bit of the designs, and then it stuck. And Sid is still knocking out of the park. This is a cover from the great Alan Goldman. So we asked Alan, "Hey, would you do a cover for us?" He said yes, and he made this, and people really, really liked it, and I was blown away too.
Yeah, it looks great. I love how the chick's kind of hanging off the guy, and he's like wearing a night suit, but it looks kind of future techie-ish a little bit.
Yeah, it's like biomechanical, if you will. I mean, it's a popular word, but still. Yeah.
Right. That big old kaiju bubble character is awesome back there. That looks great.
Yeah, there was one of the designs, and I mean there was two bioweapons pylons in this book. There is, let's say, 50 in total, all with different designs. We don't show all 50 of them, by the way, because there's a lot of broken, not to be seen again. Just a handful of those weapons of mass destruction are scattered around the continent. And we have stumbled, I mean the girls in the book have stumbled upon one of these two, well, two in general. So we have this attack pylon and we have a tower defense pylon.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Ion, thank you appreciate you. Yeah,
thank you so much, man.
Yeah, these those alien characters look great too. I love the mouths in the center of the chest, and some with heads, some without heads, and
super cool,
some
right?
with tentacles, and yeah, man, super cool. Feels a little anime manga-ish, like with the tentacle stuff, but otherwise it's still very cool. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean,
two girls here. This is what
Yes,
we're looking at.
it's basically our two sisters, and the blonde one here with the glasses is Isabel. She's more like a goofy, clumsy type, but very into, maybe stereotypical, like literature, books, and their nose in the books in the libraries and all that stuff. And she is a big fan of the lore of the pylons, because the pylons are, hundreds of years in this land, but nobody knows where they come from, what they are here for, what the purpose was. Only the lore exists from many hundreds of years ago. And she's very interested in that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, her sister, on the other hand, called Vivian, is not really interested at all. She's more like a, let's say, tomboyish girl, hunting deer, sleeping under the stars, having fun, a little bit.
So you got a book nerd and a tomboy.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah.
Basically, yes, indeed.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, these look great. So is this the two sisters here in this top panel in the big kaijus?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
And so you see this knight is called Sir Bertrand. He's praying. He's gone. He's also on the cover of the Alan Goldman cover. And I want to, have this heroic knight in front of center, and he's going to play a big part in the upcoming books because we're doing a trilogy. So he's more a little here on the background. I mean, they are a full fight here. The kingdom is on the siege, and every soldier is trying to defend the kingdom. But at the same time, the soldiers are also a little bit wary of those bioweapons because when from their standpoint, they're just creatures from hell, if you know what I mean, right?
Right. Magic and heresy and
yes, indeed.
Yeah.
As you can see here,
here's our knight right here, right? This is our main guy, right?
Yeah.
Here.
Yes. Yeah. He's giving a big speech because people are now, a little bit confused what to do, and it says, "Hey, the kingdom is under attack. We need to stand together. Let's attack. Let's defend the kingdom." Etc. It's just fantastic.
Look at this bio thing. It looks great. That's cool. Very cool.
Super. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, very cool.
Very happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, they can transform to a certain degree. I mean, they are not, completely, malleable, if that's the word I'm looking for, but, they can transform to, if they are in great peril, the bioweapons have some kind of a defense mechanism. In this case, he has a bioblaster in one hand, but if, things go south, he can create rockets with eyes from his neck. That's cool. That your alien here looks fantastic. That glow looks great. Especially like this. Yeah, this is also from Sid, by the way. Sid did a digital watercolor version of this cover that I think, man, this blew me away instantly. It's a really, dark gloom and doom kind of, vibe to it that I really enjoy. So yeah, I can stare at this creature all day and look all these weird things on his body. Ugh.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
So, Lion, we'll pull all that stuff up here in just a little bit. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
And do you want to talk about the tiers here on the left? And I'll go down in just a little bit on bringing those up. Let me pull up these other things.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the featured perk is a sketch tier. Plus a book of your own choosing, and meaning the covers of your own choosing, because we have free covers, plus digital for $75. We just recently added that. Soul Iron wants to have a sketch card, just a colored sketch card, so we're gonna add that as well. That was his wish, and if one of my backers has a wish, and then we're gonna make it true.
Right.
We have a digital options for. Can you scroll a little bit down to the perks, please?
Yeah, on the perks.
Yeah, on the side.
A little bit more.
Yeah, please. So $9, and the main books with the free covers. I mean, individually 16, 32 pages plus digital. You get that for free. And we have also all covers rolled into one. So if you want to say, I like these covers, I want to have them, you get them as well. Saves on shipping costs plus digital. And we have a sketch by Sid Teles, A4, penciled and inked.
Nice.
Plus, book of your own choosing and digital.
Yeah, this Pow Rodix cover is pretty cool too. Very nice.
Yeah, I love this
Yeah,
one.
he
Really.
draws.
Mhm.
Good.
Go ahead.
Pao is really good at drawing lady boobies. It's great, and booties.
Oh, absolutely. Pow is. I mean, if you read Perfect 10, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah, I haven't read Perfect 10, but I've seen a bunch of it. It looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
So yeah, Pow is a great artist, and every physical backer gets one sketch card. We're gonna make 4 in total. And what I really like about is this painterly style of sketch card. With this scroll. In this
it's very
case,
cool.
Vivian. Like I said, hunting deer, providing kingdom on the background, streaming river, nice scenery, very calm, very serene, super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. All right,
Yeah.
let's see. We got any more? Okay, we're at the bottom here. Great. Yeah, super great covers, man. All right. So we've gone over the campaign. We'll hit it up and highlight it in a little while again. Let me share this tab real quick. If you are not subscribed to Darkside, aka Marinus, go check out his YouTube channel. It is Dark Side is Comics 1891. Yeah, fantastic. You got 775 subscribers. He's a couple of 235 away from 1,000. So that's great. That would be another milestone for him there. So let's pump up his subscribers.
Yeah.
1,600 videos. That's awesome, man.
Oh
wow,
yeah,
great.
I'm doing daily videos, so every day I upload a video. Sometimes unboxing, sometimes, mostly reviews, right? I mean, I don't buy modern comics anymore. With modern comics, I mean Marvel, and DC because they bore me to death. But Image comics, especially 90s comics, 80s comics, sometimes mid 2000s.
Well, I'm sure you have a huge comic book collection of back issues. So,
oh, dude, you have no idea.
just going back through those and reviewing them or spotlighting them. That's content, So I've been thinking of going back and going through all my comics and just start spotlighting all of them and just talking about them and just content,
absolutely.
Ghost
Homer,
is fantastic. Go for it.
Oh, Ghost is so cool. Oh man, I still don't get it. Why they don't continue with that? It's so strange. It's such a cool character. Oh, by the way, Sid is in the house too. Awesome, my artist.
Oh, cool. Hey, Sid, how's it going? Good to meet you. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of comments in the chat. I've been falling behind here.
Yeah.
Let's see. J-Bot's at work. What's up, Angela? Angela Curry in the chat. How are you, doll? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. David Freeman is a Gensatter. Oh, I don't know. I can't speak.
German. It's German.
Yeah. I don't know. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? No. So, again, K-pop.
Hey, Angela.
Do you know German? Could you read that for us?
Yeah. Can you pull it up? I mean, I live near the German border. So, okay, I'll try, right?
Okay, just do your
Im
best.
Gegensatz zu dich mir manchmal shy, stehe ich voll und ganz hinter deiner Schöpfung und dich aus stolz auf dich, dass du etwas so Cooles zustande gebracht hast.
Wow.
All right.
That sounded great.
Right?
What does it mean? What does it mean?
I have to translate that. Im Gegensatz zu dich manchmal stehe ich voll und ganz hinter deiner. So basically, he's behind. Saul is behind David Feed's what he's trying to say. I don't know the conversation. So he's behind that, and he's also proud. He's proud on David, about David. Sorry, my English is not that good.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's to Edward's coolest. Oh yeah, he's proud that David has made something very cool. His own comic book. Yes.
Now I am a little bilingual, but yo hablo español, inglés y español un poquito.
Well, my Spanish is zero.
right. So
I know a little bit Japanese, but that's about it.
Oh, we know Japanese here too. Konnichiwa, arigatou
Konnichiwa.
gozaimasu, senpai.
Yeah, watashi wa Marinus desu.
Yeah. Well, we all watch a little anime and pick up a little bit, right?
Right.
I'm nowhere what I just said is all I know in Japanese. And then we got Hyundai, Toyota, sushi,
Sushi.
sushi, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the ooh, right? So
Yeah. Ubu. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
David's word. Ubu.
yeah. Oh,
Right.
man.
So yeah, like I said, Sid knocked it out of the park, and I'm happy that he's here, right? Because, like I said, Sid is a little bit shy guy. He doesn't, want to go on streams, and I totally understand. But sometimes he just pops in, wants to meet the people that
Absolutely.
have interest in the book. So super cool.
Let's give Sid a wrench.
Yeah.
We will give Sid a wrench, sir.
So
Good to meet you, Sid. Hit me up on Twitter, man, so I can follow you. If you have I'm assuming you don't have a YouTube channel, but if you do, hit me up there too. I'll sub. What's up, Marv? Marv is over there in your area of the Europas.
Oh, really?
He's in Portugal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is a part of Latin America over here, South America.
Super cool.
I'm kidding. That's an inside joke for another guy, another friend of ours who was like, yeah, Portugal's in South America. I'm like, dude, it's not in South America. Come on.
Come on. Right?
So, yeah.
Hey,
Geography's not his strong suit.
Hey, are you okay that I show one more page?
Sure, man. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, maybe people say, "Oh man, this looks so cool. I'm gonna back the book," right? I mean, that's what I'm here for, amongst other things.
Yeah,
to show off, the great art of Sid.
Yeah,
let me check. So, share.
It is here. It is. Yeah.
Now look at this. Can you see it?
That looks great. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, this is the flashback scene that I talked about. These are these good aliens, that came to the town, warned about the dangers that are coming. And then this meteor crashes in here, and you see all these people here. I'm just zooming in. And see this dog here, and people are panicking. And so, oh, what is that? Is that a sign of God? Who knows? And then later, there's a red mist coming into town, and people are getting sick and dying, and they are, doomed. Even the aliens from the planet cannot save them. And these are one of the many pylons that here on the background. I mean, check this out. This woman's eye is popping out here. This guy's face is melting. Fingernails are dissolving. Super cool.
Yeah, those alien designs are fantastic too. I love those. It feels like like the space pilot, the one with that sits in the chair in Aliens, and he's got the face.
Oh yeah,
a little bit like that.
Yeah,
I mean, but cooler in its own right,
Yeah, I mean it's it has the theme biomechanical. So I said, let's do that in the theme with biomechanical suits and with weird fingers and toes, and these poor people don't know what's
I love the tube in the back of the head there, and that face, the mouth tube going into the chest. That's nuts. Wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
Glowy orby eyes. There's a lot of orbs in here, by the way.
Yeah.
So, like I said, this is a campfire story. There's a little bit of a flashback of what's going on, and this is the the crash in the mountains. And here's those pylons, one of the many pylons that was back in the day still active, now destroyed or missing. And, this awesome colors, by the way, pops real good. Yeah. We had a little bit of a hard time to figure it out how to tell this story, how to lay out the panels. So I said, I want to have a campfire, and the campfire, just like you see sometimes in the movies or TV series, when people look in a campfire, and then the story unfolds. I want to see if you have something like that. And Sid knocked it out of the park. This is so cool.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, the colors are fantastic too. Kind of the way you have those three color shifts to give you the sense that it's a mythical story or a story from the past being told around the campfire. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it's great. Okay, I'm gonna disappear now. So So if anyone here in the chat think, hey, this is cool, We're going to extend the campaign. We are nearly not at the target that we need to be, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get funded or we are not going to fulfill. We're going to fulfill, even if we are not getting funded. We're going to extend 30 days after this. We're going to go on Fund My Comic, and we go on to Kickstarter. So we try everything to get funded and give you the book, and then go into volume 2. Sid is also on board of that, so he's staying around, which I'm very happy with. So don't go away, Sid, please.
Awesome.
Yeah. So like I said, check out my campaign. Hope you like it. Even if you don't have the option for the physical book, there's also a digital that you can get in your mailbox when it's finished. So no waiting time. And if you are interested in the book itself, please grab a copy and consider backing the book. Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm sweating.
Marv, that's funny. Yeah. Well, they call me a coconut, Marv, so I'm brown on the outside and white on the inside. So
really,
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because mi español no es muy bueno. My Spanish isn't that great. So
right. No, me neither. I cannot speak Spanish at all.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Just going through the chat real quick here.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time, man.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I try to interact with the chat,
What? Easter egg? Marinus Reininga characters hidden in the shadows. So always try to make me look bad.
Yeah, he's trolling you. I get it.
He's trolling me every time.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Super cool facial expressions. Hit the like, subscribe.
Yes, thank you, Angela. Yes, please like, share, follow, and subscribe.
Absolutely. So,
ooh.
If you have any questions, just ask me in chat. Also, I'm here to give as much answers as I can. If you're interested, or maybe you just want to have some mystery, because we don't want to spoil too much when it comes where these people actually came from, what actually their mission is. I'm talking about the aliens, right?
Right.
That's a creamy center.
Yeah, Jay, that's funny. Yeah.
See? Sid as fans. I like that. Yeah.
What is notice me, senpai? Ooh. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna put a little music on in the background. Hopefully it doesn't get too annoying. It's whatever the free music is on this. I know it's really loud on the stream, but I'll try to lower it so loud. Because it's not loud to us.
Sure.
So.
Speaking of streaming, art streams. Is this what you do a lot, or for a very long time?
Actually, I just started a little less than a year ago. I think I'm coming up on 6, 7, 8 months, somewhere on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I do is art streams, like pretty much. That's it. I do come on stream, like I'll show myself. I'm not camera shy or anything. I just I don't have the best background setup, so I want to make like a nice background setup. It's kind of a mess, and honestly, I'm not like embarrassed about it, but it's just I don't care for showing it.
I live in I live in the setup where I have now. I'm in my living room, and the kitchen is behind me, so I know exactly what you say. If I do show my face, I have some problems with my camera, by the way. Then you see my whole kitchen and the mess that's in there. So I said, you know what? I'm okay with not showing my face. It's not that I ashamed of my face, but since I have problems with my camera, I think this is cool. It was last minute anyway. Thank you again for that.
We don't want to be swarmed with all these beautiful women throwing at us handsome men. So we can't show our faces all the time, ladies.
Right. We have to have some mystery, right?
Right. Or if you're into guys, however, whatever, no kink shaming here. No shaming here.
Absolutely not.
Oh man, too funny. So
awesome.
Yeah. So if we schedule you kind of for the the 16th or what?
So, yeah, you said 16 or 23, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
come back to you about that, so we
Sure.
can because
Well,
I'm
because it's 3 in the morning for you, so I totally understand if you want to stick to like a daytime show, because that
no,
would be
no,
a
no,
bit
really. I
easier for
mean,
you.
I was at K-pop at also free at night. Yeah, free in the
Uh-huh.
morning, and I was on other shows as well for around the same time. I be there if I have to be there because this is what I like to do. I like to promote my comic, talk about my comic. I'm
Okay.
very passionate about that. So if I have a little bit less sleep or sleep before that and talk about my comic, doesn't matter to me when.
Okay. Cool.
I have to work at the morning. So if
Right.
it's
Right.
getting a little bit earlier, that's okay. But if it's not, I don't make any promise about that. I'm gonna be
Right.
there anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So so on the Hump Day show, we don't really have a theme very often, but I will suggest maybe drawing your characters, and if people want to draw
Oh,
one of
that
your
will be
characters from
cool.
your comic,
Yeah.
I'll draw. I think I'm probably going to draw an alien because they look really cool. One of
Yeah.
your aliens, and we'll make some fan art for it. So
That's
that's
cool. So
usually I do a lot of fan art. So like let me pause
so are
that
you
for a
saying
second.
you're gonna do a Gemini Crusaders fan art stream? Is that
Kind of, yeah, basically, yeah.
nice? Nice.
Yeah, so
I'm
or
honored.
at least I'll be drawing some fan art for you. So
Yeah.
like
It doesn't matter. It's great.
here's some fan art from Black Phantom. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh
Black
yeah, I
Phantom.
saw
It's
that.
Chad Townsend's character.
Super
Yeah.
cool character. Right.
Here's a fan art for Eric and Boyd. I don't know if you know him, but he's got a character named Mr. Muck.
No, I don't remember that one.
Here's some fan art for the Mana Mana Muppets. It was a request from the chat,
Yeah.
so I drew that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have a prophet.
Prophet from Image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Image, yeah.
Yeah.
And this was done on the studio show over with Don. His name's
Mhm.
Don Draw Stuff, and he's got a channel. So if you get a chance, look him up and hit him up in the DMs on Twitter, and maybe we can get you on his show too to promote your book. He's a real good, nice guy. So Don Draw Stuff.
Oh yeah, and if I may shield a little bit for Sid, he is on Facebook. So if you want to check him out, his work, or even talk to him in private DMs, he is also on ArtStation and on Instagram. For the
Nice.
people who want to, follow him on, etc.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah,
Super.
yeah, yeah. We got you. We get you. Yep. Yeah,
Absolutely,
very cool.
yeah. Super. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Exo Man of War out of Valiant, because he's like an ancient Roman guy who gets transported to the future via the aliens, and he's got that biotech Exo Man of War suit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this weird mix. If it works, of course, and it always it speaks to the imagination, right? That
Right.
What if, but then told in a very cool way, something original, something fresh.
Thank
you.
Appreciate
The bioweapons that Sid drew, you never seen that before. I'm 100% sure of it, right? Because the designs are cool. It's in medieval settings, it's this sci-fi mystery adventure type feel to it, and I'm sure people will love it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah,
this is a fan art of Elysium Fields. This is one of the characters in that comic.
Yeah, it's
being
from
promoted
Michael
right
Odin,
now.
right?
Yeah, Michael Odin. Yeah. Here's one of my characters. She's called Lady Arsenal.
Cool.
Here's some fan art.
She's kind of a weapon master or something.
Yes, she's a weapons master. Yeah.
Nice.
And then here we have some fan art for Rex. His channel is Devil Flyer, and he's a big, huge Pez fan. So I drew him as a Pez dispenser, and of course, Rex goes on at 4:00 Central, and he's got the 4:00 shadow. Rex the Devil Flyer. Oh, you might want to try to look him up too. Rex the Devil Flyer.
I followed him.
Yeah, so he likes to do a lot of interviews. So get in touch with him, and I'm sure he'd be happy to have you on the show.
Awesome, we'll do that. Thank you.
Here we got a Nun Day Fun Day.
None Day Fun Day. That's new.
Yeah, Nun Day
I
Fun
like
Day.
that.
I don't know. It's a Facebook thing. One of my buddies does it, and I've been meaning to submit this to
I like that.
his little group. And there we go. Here we have Shadow from Rex's show, Double Flyer. So I drew Shadow as a Pez dispenser as well.
Cool.
And then here we have some chickens
Not safe for
with some
work.
guns. Yeah, they're covered up, but I just don't want to show too much.
Too late.
A little alien sketch. Yeah, I think that's it. I think. Oh, here's a Butch Cleaver. If anybody's a fan of Butch
Oh
Cleaver.
man, that's a long time that I've seen that character.
Yeah, and that's Matt Burke's character. And then
Yeah.
we've got Bat, and that's Apex Comics.
More orbs.
And then here we've got and here we got a zombie chick, and this is from X to the Z. John Epple is working with a writer on that comic. And then here's my character Glitch as a chibi form.
Awesome.
And again, another Glitch chibi. So this one's gonna be he's in a Where's Waldo shirt and hat. So that's what that's about. And then here's some artwork that I did for Flip City magazine.
Did he do it?
Did he? Yeah, it's supposed to be P Diddy. Yeah, that's pretty much it with this sketchbook.
I mean, you're doing this stuff for fun, right? And that's what's most important. I think you having fun with drawing or creating.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really appreciate that when people doing that. It doesn't matter to me if you're streaming or, like I said, writing, coloring, inking. If people are having fun, it really excites me because they are creating something that they like. You know, what they have passion for that. It's really for me fun to see people, doing that kind of thing. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, we'll bring up Sid's Art Station here in a second.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gotta catch them all. Yep. Briefly. You got it, buddy. Marv, yeah.
Marv, sorry for asking, but I would like to know why the fulfillment is next year, but not after the Kane. Great book. Well, the book is around 70% done. And that means we don't have much, a lot of pages to draw anymore in color. The reason that we set it to last year, because I saw a lot of campaigns being late because life gets in the way, for instance. So I want to have a little bit room to maneuver for things that might happen or might never happen. That doesn't mean we're not going to fulfill before that. So my goal is to fulfill before that, but when the campaign ends, so after this, we're going to extend it to 30 days. Then we go to Kickstarter, and then we go to Fund My Comics. So overall, we are, let's say, 3 months after that, in promoting and try to get the money to get the funds together. And then we need to complete the book, but we're going to do that in the meantime. That's the goal, that we're going to be ready in, let's say, 3 or 4 months. And then we have to go to, editing. And then we have to check it if the editing is, done well. Go to the printer. The books needs to be printed. They're going to be shipped to America because I want to have the books printed in America so that the book's going to be, already there instead of me sending it to, overseas, which costs us a lot of money because of, fat cost and shipping cost and all that stuff. So I have to talk to Critical Blast for the fulfilling part. And so we could be done way before that, but I know from experience that things can happen. So I want to have a little bit more leeway. So if nothing happens, we're going to fulfill earlier. If something happens, then I have a little bit of more wiggle room. Because if I said, let's say December 2025, right? And then something happens, then people are going to complain, hey, where's my book? Where's my book? Where's my book? Because there's a lot of late books, last couple of years. And, I don't want to...
really late, like years late.
And I don't want to be one of those guys.
Right.
I just want to have, fulfill a book, get the book in people's hands as soon as possible, and hopefully they like it and come back for volume 2. The last thing I want to that people are unhappy with the product or saying, "Hey, this is the new creator. Where is the book? He's running with the money." I don't,
Right.
because there's a
Yeah.
lot of people doing that, and I'm not one of them. But
Right.
I don't want to have that reputation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the reason why. So let's say it's probably not going to do
What's up,
it's
Tree? Just want to say
Hey,
shout
Tree.
out, Tree Goblin.
Yeah, it's not going to take a year, but I deliberately put that a little bit out there in 2026, just in case.
Right. Right. So if you get to go early, that's even better. That'll be
Yeah, absolutely. That's
a
I mean that's
pleasant
the goal.
thing.
And the earlier the better.
Right.
Um,
All right. I'm gonna draw for a
Yeah.
little bit. If you want to chit chat about anything, of course I can talk and draw. I'm pretty decent at it. But you're more than
Yeah.
welcome to give us some
Yeah,
knowledge.
sure.
I got a quick question for you though. You're out in Holland, right? You said Holland.
Yes.
Let's see. So, do you guys get comic books in English, or do they get translated, or how does that work? Do you get just
Uh,
straight American copies of comics out there, or?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't there until the, let's say, 90s, I guess, because we had translated Superman and Batman comics and some German as well. But then in the 90s, we got, American comics. And it was a little bit more expensive, because, it comes from another country. But then since then, I collected only American translated, the originals. And that's where I'm going for as well. Of course, we have a lot of Euro books, translated in Dutch or English, mostly Dutch, from Belgium, from, French, the UK, and in America, like comic size floppies. But the Euro books are mostly bigger, A4, hardcover. They come out mostly once a year, once 2 years, sometimes 3 years. It really depends.
Right. They love that prestige, right? The French are very. It's an art form. It's not just kids stuff, and I love that. They appreciate the art form and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I like that as well. So, and I read also a lot of manga. So basically, I read a lot, probably too much. That's a
Now,
little
do
bit.
you read novels too, or just strictly comics? You stick to comics.
Yeah, if I'm going to novels, it's not that I don't want to. I really want to pick up some books and try it out, especially fantasy books, like for instance, The Witcher or maybe Lord of the Rings. But to be honest, I don't have the patience to read 1,000-page books, and probably a lot of people would be laughing. 1,000-page, I can do that in a couple of days. But for me, it's very, very hard to push through it because I like the visual medium. I like things moving on a panel, if you know what I mean, a little bit more kinetic stuff.
Absolutely.
Instead of just words. And it's not that I'm not interested. It's just I find it hard to concentrate because there's so much lore in books, right? And it's written in some kind of way that is, sometimes for me hard to not really to follow, but concentrate on what's happening.
Yeah, there's a different kind of mind shift that happens when you're reading a novel versus reading a comic, and
Right. Yes.
it can be daunting sometimes to have to focus that much on reading text. So
Right, exactly that.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, Tree Goblin, how you doing? Yeah. Let me go through the chat as well.
Sure, go for it. We
let's
got
see.
about an hour left, so I'm going to draw
Okay.
for a little bit, and then I'll pull up all these other links and
Sure.
share everything, and we'll go over your campaign again, and hopefully get a chance to draw a little bit more. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So Jay says, I hear that life gets in the way, but the persistence beat resist. Exactly. We just keep grinding. So Tree Goblin is in the house. Hey, Tree Goblin. So says that's good. Critical Blast means shipping is in very competent hands. Absolutely. I hear people really like Critical Blast's way of handling business. So yeah, I need to contact them. I talked to Critical a couple of times, but that was before I was creating comics. So I think we can work this out. Mar says, makes sense. I printed my first comic in the US. Mix them. Mixum was my choice, and Critical Blast did the rest. Good. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Because if let's say I printed the book in, around my era in Europe,
Yeah.
then we have to bulk it, then ship it to America, and then hopefully people don't get, caught up with the VAT costs. I mean, if I, let's say, buy an Indiegogo book or a Kickstarter book or a Fund My Comic book, I have to pay around, let's say, $15 on shipping. And then we have also those, and that's around $10-12 too, really depends. So overall, it's very expensive, but I'm doing that because I really want to have the book. I want to back the creator, because I believe in that project. And and I thought, you know what? I don't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? Let the backers pay too much, because the majority of the backers that I have live in the US.
Right.
So the last thing I want to do is say, okay, I'm going to ship them, but you have to pay an exuberant amount of money to get them. That's probably not very a smart decision. So I think, let's print it in the US, go to Critical Blast, and Critical Blasters will ship them through the US to the backer's house. And then hopefully all will be fine. The only downside is that the only downside is that I don't have the quality control over it. That's the biggest downside. So I have to talk to Critical Blast about that, how we're going to handle that. Because normally, if I'm shipping it to my house, I can check every individual book and then send them out in good quality. So
Critical Blast, he's really good about that. Like, and he'll advise you, and if something comes in wrong, he'll let you know so that you can get it fixed with Mixum. And Mixum's a really good printing company, from what I understand.
I believe it will all be fine, but just to make sure, because I have to put it out of my hands, and that
Right? Yeah, that's always a little scary. Yeah.
Right?
Of course. Yeah.
Indeed. Sol says, Marinus, now you have the Flying Dutchman, but Dave Brink, I don't like the Flying Dutchman. Dave Brink, from Perfect 10, he's also a Dutchie. He has a character called the Flying Dutchman, and I said I don't like that character because in my mind, we both Dutch, right? So I said, you know what? If I create the Flying Dutchman, it would be totally different. So I was jokingly sparring with Dave about that. So it became a running joke.
Nice.
Thank you, Sol.
Now, do you all know each other? Like you and Dave?
Yes.
Do you all hang out in real life? Have you all met?
Yeah, well, we haven't seen in real life, although we live probably 2 hours from each other.
Oh, nice.
But every time he's basically, let's say, on a con or a convention, I have to work. So we're going to find a way. But we are on each other's streams. Sometimes he invites me to do an unboxing. And sometimes I just, have a chat on private with him. We talk about it. Yeah.
That's cool. That's great.
Absolutely. Jay says, you love Tintin, right? This is a yes or yes question. Well, absolutely. I grew up with Tintin. Tintin was just a great, cool adventure book. Super. Do you know that, omerglitch, Tintin?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Marv says, oh, no, wait a minute. Sol says, I had to double check if you wrote Tintin or that would be the exact same answer, but kind of.
Right.
Soul. Mar says, I'm into French comics lately. How to Build a Fire and Assassin with the Last Ones. I'm going to check that out. I cannot read French, cool. Probably French comics will also be translated into my language, so that would be, a cool one. I'm going to check that out.
So you do read American comics and you read them in English, right? Is that
yes.
correct?
Yes. That's the best way to understand and talk English, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I read all my American comics in Spanish so I can learn Spanish.
Oh, that's cool.
That's kidding. Yeah. That's kidding.
Okay. Well, it could work.
I do have like 2 or 3 Spanish Spider-Man Todd McFarlane issues, which were really weird finds. Because I live like an hour away from the Mexican border here in Texas,
Cool.
It's probably like even closer, 45 minutes to get to the bridge, but 15 minutes to actually get to the river, the Rio Grande Valley River.
Mm-hmm.
And I could throw a rock and hit Mexico. So I'm right here by Mexico. It's great.
Yeah, that's the same that I live on the German border. That means I never went to school learning German, but I grew up with German television.
Oh, right.
Like Sesame Street, but then the German version. Not only that, I was when I was young, I always thought that Star Trek Enterprise was German because a German TV show because they are I grew up with German Star Trek, but I didn't know that it was Star Trek. It's just called Enterprise.
Really? Wow.
Spaceship Enterprise, but then in German.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I can read it, I can speak it, I can understand it, writing a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it has its advantages.
That kind of sounds like my Spanish. I can speak it, I can understand most of it, and I can write it a little bit. Yep.
Yeah. Mar says, I print my graphic novel in Germany and then I ship it worldwide for less than 15 because in Portugal books are cultural items. Really? Okay.
Wow.
They're worth gold probably. Awesome. Where do you come from, Marv, by the way? I mean, are you... yeah, I mean, we have a lot of Europeans in the chat, right? And some Americans as well. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Marv has a book. What's your book called, Marv? It's on the
I mean, if you have a book, Marv, just share it, right? I mean, that's why we're here.
Well, he doesn't have a campaign going right now, but he does have a book out that came out a year or two ago.
Cool.
It kind of feels like a Sin City Frank Miller vibe. It's pretty cool.
Gritty
Yeah.
and dark. Yeah. So it says sub to Marinus, he unboxes more comic packages than any single purchase in a lifetime. Yeah, he compares me to a hoarder. I have to be honest, Sol, and I have some unopened packages. I have 4 boxes of comics that I need to go through still.
Oh wow.
I need to. Every time I said I'm gonna take it a little bit slower, when it comes to collecting comics, never works. Never works.
Yeah, it's addictive, man. It's addictive. I had to stop buying regular comics because I started college, and being in college, well, there's no money, so it was very limited on my comic book buying habits then.
Right.
And now I buy very few new comics, and I really just buy graphic novels or omnibuses here on out.
Yeah.
And those are very infrequent. And they're just so I can have better quality version of the comics I already own, the floppies, right? So,
yeah, is this some kind of a genre that you like or a specific comic that you are really into?
Well, I'm a fan of artists more so than specific. So like Jim Lee's Hush 2 here is the newest comic I bought. And I know last Wednesday, the second one came out, which I haven't picked that one up. But okay, so I liked it. It's good so far. I haven't read it, but it has all the Jim Lee-isms that you expect, and that's nice. It feels like home, right? Because Jim Lee makes you feel all soft and warm and fuzzy inside.
Yeah.
But all these pages, one friend of ours, aka Pad Peter, aka DeLuca, he pointed out that all of these are probably drawn at half size. So they're all probably like 8.5 by 11 rather than 11 by 17 boards. And it's probably 2 pages per board because these were probably his thumbnails. And then he just sent those off to Scott Williams to ink rather than drawing them full size because the pages, all of them are bleed edge. But the biggest giveaway is this page. This is probably just the only 11 by 17 full size board because you got the bottle, you got the
borders,
the bleed on the top and the bleed at the bottom.
Right.
So, and the detail on this one page is the only one that has any real detail versus all the other pages. Oh, and this page might be the only other 11 by 17 full page.
Yeah.
So, and there's a difference in scale and detail between these two pages.
Hmm.
But it has all the Jim Lee-isms. Like it's got all the great kicks, it's got all the great swings, it's got it has everything Jim Lee does, you know. So it's great in that regard. And the story
Yeah.
looks okay. I haven't read it yet though, but
Yeah, I
it
will
looks
probably wait
alright.
for the trade. I mean, a little bit hesitant, because even if it's just Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb, it's still modern comics, in my opinion.
Right.
With DC, some are very hesitant. There's a couple of good ones, but the majority I'm not interested anymore. It's just like floppies, back issues, because I'm an 80s, 90s guy, so I think that was peak Marvel in DC. Now
Right
I'm
on.
more into the new Image, like Rook Exodus and GI Joe, the new Transformers.
I hear all those are great. All the ones
Those are fantastic, and it really feels like you go back when you read comics. Like the art is great, the story is cool, it really pulls you in. There's no forced bad stuff that we've been bombarded for the last couple of years. It's not in there.
Right.
It's just good storytelling and great art, and that's really what we need.
Right. I do want to comment on this, that this was probably written and most of this was drawn probably right after the release of the first Hush, because these feel like thumbnails that they probably were like, oh, we'll follow it up next year with another Hush, right? And they just never got around to it, and Jim took forever to finish the art. So and the first, well, at least this issue, it was all like thumbnail size, because Jim's really good at thumbnailing pretty detailed stuff. Not at full size, but he then blows it up. But that's what I think. So I think all this stuff is old. I don't think it's new. I don't
You
think
could be right. Yeah,
maybe the
more
covers are new. Maybe a few pages are new, and then like the last 2 issues of this will probably be actually new stuff because he just got around to finishing it within the last year or 2. That's my perspective on that.
I mean, yeah, it would be reasonable that you have a lot of promotional material that didn't, make the cut, and then, go through with it in this new version like Hush 2.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let me see. So says Marinus, I'm surprised you haven't turned on your camera yet to show off your floppies. No, I'm not going to do that. Maybe next time, Sol. Mar says, I published a supernatural comic called The Sin Killer on the Arrow Comics. Oh, really? The first one was a one-shot with 32 pages. The second one was the SK character, Kickstarter chapter maybe? SK chapter. Gabriel Ripper of Souls. Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Keep going, Marv. We need more creators.
Yeah, I think he's still working on it, like for a new one.
Yeah. Super. Would you mind if I'm, sharing my campaign a little bit again? Because we have
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to pull it up this time? That'll give me time to draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, for sure.
So I have also a trailer. I'm not sure if that's interfering with your stream.
As long as it's not copyrighted music.
No. It's no copyrights.
All right,
in here.
go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna make it bigger. So we're gonna do a trailer of my campaign.
Yeah, do it.
Right.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
All right. Gonna make it bigger. You can see this, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Here we go.
Awesome. That was very cool.
Super, right? Yeah, it's done by Red Gaze.
Mhm.
Red Gaze is also around for a very long time. He's taking now a break from, comics and all that stuff. And yeah. So can I make this a little bit bigger? Yes, we can. Awesome. So yeah, look at this gorgeous cover. By
Yeah.
I had an original, and I was on Michael Bancroft's channel. I
Later,
sold it.
Marv.
Yeah, but I pulled it from the campaign because I set it to an infinity amount instead of one. It was really
Oh.
stupid, but also funny. So I pulled it from
Right.
from the campaign. Alan Goldman, colored by Federico Siok, who is our colorist, and Everson Lirio is the inker here. And so this is also this is the very first page as a flashback when these girls were younger, and then we see Isabel here in the dome piloting those pylon, battling those evil monsters from space.
Very nice.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Look at this gorgeous, grotesque thing on spider legs here.
Yeah, that thing looks awesome.
Yeah. These are they can be damaged though, and you can say horse heads on, but these are aliens, right? Alien design. Yeah, they can to a certain degree heal themselves or repair themselves using dead biomatter or even living.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they can manipulate them, but when they are broken and destroyed, they cannot be made anymore because this world has no technology to do that. So
Gotcha.
that's the fun thing, right? It's do or die. There's no
Right.
second chances.
Nice. No second chances. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Maybe I should change the tag title. No second chances. That's probably cool. It has the sound of doom written in it.
Yeah.
Now, so we have Sir Bertram giving the speech of heroics. Brilliant. Charging into battle. And then we have these girls say, hey, what's going on? I hear a voice in my head to push this button, and then something is transforming before their eyes into whatever. This
Oh,
thing
so
is.
are the girls connected to these things that they hear
Yes.
in their heads? Oh, nice.
Yes. So they have these headbands, these crowns, as they call it. So these beings are not really alive, but they
Oh,
are
gotcha.
certain sentient. And basically,
Right.
they're guiding their pilots to do certain stuff. These are
Right.
designed
Hey.
for these alien beings, but they realize these girls are not from their world. So they give them certain prompts, how to defend themselves and how to operate. I mean, it would be
Nice.
crazy if they are actually learning their technology. They know a little bit, but mostly it's just alien tech. So,
Right.
and so because they are connected to these pylons, they, in this case, she pushes a button and then something happens to this creature. And this creature is, shedding some parts of the skin, and these bio cannons coming out. Looks
Mhm.
gruesomely awesome. And if I'm zooming in a little bit closer, if that's possible, you see this.
Yeah, those things are cool. Yeah, the crystal type thing coming out. Is that
Yeah,
like
they
a
have-
rocket?
Yeah, they are living. They have eyes on it, so they're seeking out their.
Oh, wow, that's neat. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, I wish I could show you the next page because then you clearly see how it looks like and also what's happening.
Yeah.
But of course I can, otherwise I would spoil the whole thing.
Right. Gotta
And
keep
then,
some. You gotta
I'm sorry?
keep some of the pages for people to back the book.
Yeah,
Buy
right.
my book.
Yeah, indeed. So, and this is in the the flashback scene when they are going to some kind of a monastery and they are finding something in the darkness. I mean, the colors are really popping. The blue,
Now is
the red.
this set on Earth or an Earth-like world, or is it
Yes.
some other?
This is
planet?
all in the same period. It's all on Earth.
Okay.
But there's a cause because of what's happening here and
Mhm.
why this is closed for a reason. So they come in this chamber and there's something here in the darkness that they haven't seen yet. And then they just look around and they see this, skeleton man this dead man with something on his head and a piece of paper. Well, I know, but you have to find out if you back the book, right?
Back the book. Back
Back
the
the book,
book.
right? Back the book. Of course, gorgeous covers by, in this case, Sid Teles, colored, watercolored, super cool design. I still look at it, and I really mean this. This is not me extra shilling or pumping it up. I really like this design. This is it was the first cover that was done, and just
No, you have to tell your artist it is terrible. It sucks. Give me a better
Give me a
price
better
next
version.
time.
Yeah.
A better price next time on the next issue, and then I'll pump you up. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Yeah, it looks awesome.
Here's some extra whiplashes.
Right.
Look at this drooling creature here.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks great.
Absolutely. This cover, so cover A, this is cover B, this is cover C by the mighty Paul Rodrigues. Colored by Farah Nurmaliza, if I'm saying that correctly. I hope I do. This is some action cover. All these creatures try to kill her. Great stuff. Broken pylon in the background. Girls are in danger, really hurt. And these creatures coming in for the kill. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Look at these veins popping out and all these eyes. Ugh. Blood spatters. Am I laying it on this too thick? I hope not.
Nah, you're good. I think it's fine.
Yeah. And of course this super cool trading card that you.
I mean, it's your book, so you should be excited about it, and I think people should get a sense of that being conveyed from the creator and the author.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm just saying, "Hey, this is a cool book,"
hey, back my book, guys,
it's
kind of fun.
It's just fun. You can get it whatever you. When I think it's cool, right? Yeah, maybe in 10 years, but
Right.
no. I mean, if this is
buy it now,
right?
Buy it now.
If you are a creator, you need to be 100% behind your project. 100%.
Yes, Sid. Come on, get out here, Sid. Don't be shy anymore.
Yes, Sid.
just
Sad
teasing.
bro, he says. If he dies, he dies. Says K-pop junkie. Sorry if I'm not seeing all the chats, but this is.
We'll get back
like
to the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back. Let me pull back.
No. You can keep going. We'll go back.
Okay.
Let
me
keep going.
Rejoin then. Okay.
Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah, sure.
I'm drawing for a little bit here, and
okay. So you then, the chat master, and I'm, the campaign scribe.
absolutely, sure.
But again, thank you for having me a little bit free reign with the campaign and the promoting. I appreciate.
Oh yeah,
it.
no, man, absolutely.
So, can I show this? I'm zooming. Oh wait, I'm zooming way too much in.
You let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring you back up. Cause
yeah. So this is one of the sketch card that Sid is drawing. I mean, so I'm making this a little bit bigger. Get a sketch card with a character of your own choosing, drawn by the amazing Sid Teles, our interior artist. This pair comes with the comic GEMINI CRUSADERS, the Atomic Conductor, with a cover of your own choice, A or B or C, plus digital. And so tell Sid what you want, and he's going to draw it for you. Simple as that.
Nice. That's great, Sid.
Yeah.
Is Sid still in the chat?
I think so. Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right. Then we have the digital version. Well, it's in euros in my point, but it's in dollars and euros. So it's, I believe, $9, €8 in my currency. One digital. Big thank you from the team, and we really mean that. The cover A here and on the side by Alan Goldman, plus digital. Then we have the Sid Teles creepy horror comic cover. Sorry, scroll. I was a little bit too overexcited. Forgive me.
Yeah. You're good.
Right. So basically the logo is not final, by the way. We're still working on that. I mean, the logo here on top is super cool, but we're gonna do something different. But this logo will be used as well. but not on a cover. The reason for that is, although it's a freaking awesome logo, unfortunately, it hides a lot of the great art on there.
Yeah.
And so we want to have a little bit simplify version of that, which saddens me because Billy Basco, who did a great job on this
Billy.
logo, I believe he's also working on. Is he still in the chat?
Well, I think he was coloring Type 1, and he's working for Jerome Sontag and with Reaper Destroyer. Yeah, Billy Basco. Yeah, he's friends with Jason Bascom, aka Unhinged. Yeah.
Yes.
We all know Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy is fantastic. He's also doing a comic logo for me as we speak.
Cool.
So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we're going to the covers, right? So let's scroll here. So this is the horror cover. So if you really like what Sid is doing, I believe this is the choice for you easily. And then we have the Paul Rodriguez cover here. Artist of Perfect 10. A lot of people like his work. Me too. That's why we have a cover of his.
And you're friends with Dave over at the Perfect 10 and
yes. Absolutely.
And all
so I told Dave that I'm gonna steal powerful.
Oh, it's funny.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's all in jest, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And of course all the cover perks. 6 claim, very happy with that. The people say, hey, I like your cover so much. I want to have all of them. And it's called, it saves on shipping costs. Of course, also digital for free. I mean, if you're paying so much money, I think, people forget that this is a premium book. I mean, you pay premium prices, so you expect premium quality. So, and that's why I said, you know what, get a digital. Digital is an option, even if you don't have, let's say, the money for shipping or don't want to have any physical books in your collection anymore, but you still read the comic because you are interested or find, the art good or maybe the story interesting, can also do that, right? And then we have the perk by Sid, of course, A4. You get a sketch, inked and penciled or penciled and inked. He's going to ship it to you for free. And you get the comic of your own choice when it comes to covers, and also digital. So
what's
I
up,
believe,
Edwin?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Saying hi to the chat, Edwin.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Another creator.
Super. Hey, Edwin. And so a pretty not all too complicated campaign, I think. But like I said, this is my very first campaign. I have to prove myself to a lot of people here, so I don't want to make it unnecessarily complicated. If we're gonna hit our goal, if it is on Indiegogo or whatever, we're gonna throw some sketch cards in there and maybe some other stuff that we already created. Really depends how well this campaign is doing. But I really would appreciate if people would take a risk and say, okay, Marinus, I don't know very well, but this is a cool campaign with great art. Let's see what's happening. Would really appreciate it. And I want to also have feedback if people got the book, because I'm learning also from that. If they say I dislike this, I'm going to take a look at that and see where we can improve in the next book. So yeah,
right on.
I'm looking for feedback as well. Yeah,
very cool.
So yeah.
Just gonna embiggenate myself here for a little bit so people can see progress on 6 Gun here.
Super.
Yeah. I did want to say, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh my God, totally lost my train of thought.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna ask you. No, you're good. I was gonna ask you if you thought about doing like a retail incentive bulk book, like 6 copies for retailers or anything like that. Have you thought of that? Or
no, not yet. It's actually a good one.
Like if there was a comic book shop who wanted 6 copies or something.
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing a retailer package or something?
Well, I can throw that towards my team and see what they are thinking about that.
See what they say. Yeah.
I mean, oh no, K-Pod said Sid just said the enemy team just sent him enough he can refuse. No. That's not gonna happen. No. He's not gonna escape from my basement. No. I throw him just an extra piece of chicken, so he's happy with us here in the basement.
Right.
It's going nowhere.
We'll send you an extra piece of pork. Would you like lamb? What do you need?
Yeah,
Sid?
what do you
Let us know.
need? So an extra
We'll
sandwich.
send you a cow. We'll send you.
I'm feeling
some
generous
chickens.
today, Sid.
Yeah. Oh man.
Damn it, K-pop.
Oh man.
The details on the white dude is crazy. Go zoom in on that.
It looks
I'm
so
sorry,
good.
I just
Yeah.
missed that. Sorry, K-pop.
Yeah. No. She's just saying she likes it. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a great book. It's a great piece of art, and I'm happy that K-pop really likes Sid's work. So that's good for me and even Sid. That means he gets more work and paying his bills, because
Right.
it's hard for independent creators, right, to get work. I get so many messages from people that say, "Hey, I got some art. What do you think about it? Or can I work with you?" Not that I'm a very famous person or something, but seemingly, if you have a campaign, suddenly your DMs is getting flooded with people that want to work with you, right?
Really?
Advice, a lot of bots and other people. I'm honored, but I'm set with this creative team that I already have.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, if there's any ladies that want to get into my DMs, please feel free, because my inbox my inbox is dry. It's dry as hell.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah.
Mr. Edwin's in the house. Hey man, how you doing? Billy is on Goblin Girl. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Well, I think he's doing colors, right, for Goblin Girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason,
that's drawn by big boob Dan Art over there. Dan.
boobies sell, right?
Right. Yeah. 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's not only for men; it's for women as well.
Right.
If you are.
K-pop loves boobs, so that's awesome. I really like
really.
K-pop.
I didn't dare to ask her, but probably it's inappropriate.
No. She says it from time to time.
Oh, really? Okay, and then I can say it too. Probably.
She's fond of the boobage.
Yeah.
Is that right, K-pop?
She likes orbs.
Yeah, orbs. Yeah. All sorts of orbs.
You say, lol. Yeah. She says.
Right. I'm motorboating over here. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super. Yeah. Follow Omer on X, guys. And Jay says basement chicken is the best chicken. Orbs be orbing. Oh, you can never have too much orbs in your life.
Yeah.
Hey,
you want to calm a man down for a brief moment? Just pull out some chicken breasts and everything will be calm.
Absolutely. Who doesn't like a nice breast of chicken?
Right? A good chicken breast. Yep.
Saved by the bell. Yeah. It's orbing time, sis.
Oh shoot, that's so funny.
Oh my god.
It's orbing time. Well, speaking of orbs, let's let me do a little shilling of my own. This is my comic character. This guy's called Glitch. And this is a little ash can I put out maybe like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I think it's 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the main guy. He's actually he's kind of has this nano skin, but it comes from an orb that hit him in the chest. That was sent. It was sent to Earth at the birth of the universe, which comes from a god star. So that's kind of like the origin of the orb, and it hits him, it kills him, and it realized, because it's semi-sentient, that it killed a living being, but it was always meant to kill him or hit him because it's preordained by God, right? And the god star is God, or at the center of the universe, at least in my world building, universe building, whatever. So this is Glitch, and he's basically a brainwashed assassin in the first 2-3 issues, and he becomes a superhero once he figures out that he doesn't want to be working for a unknown organization, and he puts all those skills that were brainwashed into him to good use, and becomes a hero. Yeah. Thank you. I did
Yeah.
have this. So
Yeah.
I did the whole book. I designed, drew it, wrote it, all that good stuff. And of course, this is just like an ash can, right? So it's just a little 8-page story. I just want to prove that I could do it. But I have 60 or 70 other pages of this character that
Wow.
I've been working on since I was kind of basically in high school. But in college, I started reworking the pages and making it make more sense. And I've always wanted the story to be fairly decent. That I've finally gone back and kind of worked it out so it looks better. And I'm working on turnarounds for Glitch because people are asking me more and more for images of Glitch, and I figure I just might as well do a turnaround. Even though I have tons of drawings of Glitch that they're on the web and people can see them. They're on my Twitter page too. But yeah, here's another character I'm working on for another story with a group of guys. We're hoping to put a hodgepodge together book of submitted characters of our own, and
Yeah.
this is a turnaround for that. But yeah, he's an alien too, and
Yeah.
this guy's he's from the planet Ooga Booga, where all the Ooga Boogas are these really hot alien babes, but there's only one male is born out of every 10,000, so the
Oh.
male are highly praised and highly regarded, but the Ooga Booga babes, they're only fun for a little while, right? Because at some point they get really annoying to all the men,
Uh-oh.
and they just kind of have like harems, right? So it's kind of my version of what is it called, isekai manga harem
Oh.
stories,
Yeah.
or
Something
or
like
is
that.
or isekai is, I don't know if that's like a dirty word, right? So it might just be like a harem type manga where there's no like super gratuitous scenes, right? It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
kind of playful and innocent. Um, at least from what I'm gonna show, I'm not gonna go full, X-rated or anything. What's up, Katie? Hi, how are you in the
Hey,
chat?
Katie.
So this is kind of my story, and this guy basically acts like Al Bundy, if you know from what's it called, Married with Children, the TV show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so he acts like Al Bundy, and the queen of Ooga Booga wants to marry him so he can be the king. But he's like, I'm gonna go off world and have one rad adventure before I come back and settle down and marry with the queen, right? So it's kind of a little romp story, his origin. So, but the off-world thing is going to be the comic we're going to make with these other guys, and that we're all lending our character to for the story. So
Sounds hilarious.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, and that's the keyword, right? Fun. Fun is the
Right,
keyword.
right.
You can
Absolutely.
have the best comic in the world, but if it isn't fun, doesn't matter. It's just great art to look at, but the story's shit because it's not fun, right?
Right. What are you
Trucks
saying
on.
here, K-pop? What are you saying? You get transported to another world by Truxon. Oh yeah, absolutely. Truxon, yeah. Is
I
it
think about the
isekai?
Brooks t-shirt.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh no! So K-pop says that the next book I should give Isabel a T-shirt that says it's Orbin time.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is isekai a bad word, or like, does it mean dirty or something, or does it perverted or something? I just don't know.
Well, let me look at that. I mean, I'm reading manga, but isekai is probably not the genre that I'm. Sub-genre fiction, manga, webtoons, anime that's resolved around a displaced person. No, let me double check that. Different world, another world, other world. That's basically the translation.
Oh, okay, isekai. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, parallel
Yeah,
universes, fantasy world. Yeah, okay,
right.
cool.
Okay, got it. So it is kind of isekai, right? Because he's from another world. He's from a different planet.
Yeah.
And it's connected with a harem story. But yes, somebody mentioned reincarnated as a sword. That's a harem kind of ikisai type of story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Anyone see Vigilantes yet? Vigilantes, what is that? A comic? What, inform us more. A TV show? What are you talking about? Oh, I turned the music off because you were playing that trailer, so I didn't want it to.
No. Stranger in the Strange Land trope. Yeah. Some cool, nice relaxing music. Saul says, I watched Reincarnated as a Sword, which is quite silly, but has a kick-ass battle music. All right.
Yeah. I've watched that one too. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, I have to
But
check that.
it's silly, a little silly. You know, it's a little silly anime.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah, it's fun though. It's cute. It's
yeah. Oh man, I watched so many
And there's
weird anime back in the day. Jesus.
yeah, and then there's that one something about in the dungeons, food or something in the dungeons. That one was really good. I like that one. That was very entertaining on Netflix.
Yeah, I need to get back to watching series again. It's been a long time. You know, I don't make time for watching. Just chilling out, putting on a movie, and just relax, and then have a great time.
Yeah. I've been finding myself having a hard time doing all that kind of stuff because I'm busy streaming now. Like I kind of stream a lot, and I was streaming a lot for a little bit, but I pulled back because it was getting a little overwhelming. But I find streaming addicting, but at the same time, like I like it because I get more work done because I'm drawing, So and I'm doing a lot of fan art and not working on my own comic glitch right now at the moment. But even if I was, I would still work on it on stream and get a lot more done. And I'm trying to make friends, right? I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to promote the YouTube channel, build an audience.
Well, you're trying to build something, and then if you're having fun with it, then that's a bonus. And like I said, you get to know a lot of cool people. I've meeting a lot of cool people, in the last couple of weeks. And it's great. It's great to even if you don't create comics or something, but you just like to hang out or just have a guy that. Or a guy or a girl that's just want to enjoy, or there's streams just for fun, getting to know people, or just being a nerd in general. So cool. I mean, if I have a recommendation, speaking of, I watched Scavenger's Reign.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
I enjoyed that a lot. I didn't know what it was, and it said, "Oh man, it looks super cool."
It's so far out there, and the concepts are like so bizarre. I really loved it. It was great. Yeah, Scavenger's Reign was great. Yeah. It's super alien, and it feels alien, and there's no like it's hard to get reference to like a human kind of idea. You get it, but it's there's some really good imagery there and concepts and ideas that are far out there. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of like streaming and hanging out and doing what we're doing, I just met you like maybe an hour and a half ago. And here we are streaming, and it's great.
Yeah. It was still here hanging out. That's super cool.
Yeah. So I appreciate you coming on. Thank you. And
like I said, I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So good times.
Absolutely. There's probably more coming soon. Let's if you are people like watching your stream, they're still here, right? So it means you're doing something good.
We've got 25 people watching. We've got 18 on Twitter and 7 on YouTube. Yeah, on average, my midday streams are between 25 and 50, and then the hump day or night streams I usually get anywhere from 50 to 100.
Probably because of the name Hump Day. They probably expecting something else.
Right. Yeah. It's and it's clickbaity. It is clickbaity. So.
Yeah. Well, you have to sell yourself. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing that with the campaign. Some cool looking babes that is appealing to both male and female. You have to sell it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally no coincidence.
Yeah. But we've got a little over 10 minutes, so we're going to try to finish this up here. Probably won't finish it. Just finish the handoff here. Yeah. These last 10 minutes, I'll pull up the last little tabs I've got here.
Yeah.
To share people and show off your artist, show off your YouTube page one more time, and briefly go over the campaign pretty quickly.
Okay. Then you know what? I'm gonna pull up my first my YouTube channel, and then I'm gonna go over the campaign a little bit one more time. if
Okay.
if that's all right with you.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that saves me from having to do it. Sure, man, absolutely.
Okay,
I have it pulled up here. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then you can work
But I'll-
in peace, right?
right, yeah.
Uh,
Hey, I
okay,
have
here
to
we
say,
go.
you've been a great
Yeah.
co-host, sir. Which is kind of weird because, yeah, you know what to do and what to say, and it's been great. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
appreciate- yeah,
Thank you. It's mostly improvising, but it's just
Yeah, me-
sometimes I
that's-
just ramble.
right. Well, no, if you do enough live streams, you got to learn how to improvise. Like improv is important. Yeah.
Right.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
absolutely. Well, speaking of what's not improv, this is my YouTube channel. I got 776. Oh, I just gained a 2 today. That's actually super cool.
Yeah.
This is my YouTube channel, 1.6K videos. That is a lot.
Yeah, man, I'm impressed. Yes.
Yeah, and
Congrats.
I'm not sure why I'm doing this every day, but it became something that I enjoy, because when I get home,
Yeah.
I have a lot of comics. That means I could put it in boxes and never look at it again. I think that most people are doing, if they are a collector, is just put it in boxes, never touch it again, and once in the blue moon they put it out and it says, "Oh, you remember this comic from 60 years ago? Well, I'm here and I'm putting it back in the box and never to be looked again," right? And the reason that I did the YouTube channel, not because I want to be a YouTuber. I have a lot of books and I was looking for something that, piqued my interest. And there was the time that I came back to reading and collecting comics again. So I thought, I have thousands of books here. I'm gonna do a little bit of live streaming. I'm gonna do a quote unquote review. I have no clue what I was doing back at the day. Maybe still not, because I'm doing this pure for fun.
Right.
And it became a daily thing, some kind of it's not really a mantra, but it's daily hobby, if you will.
Right. Well, you put it into your practice of your life, and it becomes a habit, right?
Yes.
And it's something you enjoy doing, so you keep doing it. And if you can share with other people and kind of document it in some way by putting it on YouTube, that's kind of a cool thing. Like, and you can build something, especially if you're a creator, right? And eventually you're gonna make your own comic. We'll build your audience, and hopefully they'll support you.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you have a YouTube channel, that helps a little bit, because I'm not expecting that all of these 700 people are just backing my book, right? It's not realistic. I mean, it would be nice, but I'm
Right,
really
right, we could hope for that, right? You 700 subs, come buy my book.
Man, buy my
book.
book every 7 months. Yeah, thousands and thousands of people. No,
Right.
I'm kidding. But yeah, and just here's Band of the Crow. Also did a video about that. By I believe.
Oh yeah. I got that book. Yeah.
Fantastic book, really cool, great art, and a lot of
really that book was very reasonably priced, the physical and the digital.
I believe it was $5, $4 or something like that.
Yeah.
Really impressed with the book. Definitely gonna buy volume 2. He did some great marketing about that on that. But mostly, as you can see here, I just do Predator, Alien books. I also got the Sideways from Mythographia, the great kind of Rocafort. Fantastic artist.
Force.
Force. This is the Exodus that I talked about, from not Skybound Image, more Image something. I forgot it. Unboxings, trade paperbacks. What were you saying?
No, that Rook Exodus book or Exodus, it's by Image, right? I think Image is the publisher.
Yes. So I'm doing basically a little bit of a mix from old and new, especially old. This Alien Predator collected edition, Conan, old school Conan, even Icon. Sometimes I just buy books and not even know it's actually good or not, but it piques my interest. Icon, probably my new favorite black character superhero. Even better, in my opinion. Not better, but I like it better than Blade.
From Icon. Marvel owns that property now, but it was Malibu. Was it Malibu who was publishing that?
Yeah, and it did.
Malibu Comics.
Malibu, I believe so.
Yeah.
A little bit manga here also, if I have the time. Some Dark Horse stuff. Mortal Tower was pretty cool. And I can go on and on. Here's the manga, Asadora. This is cool. I would recommend if you like slice of life stuff. Super cool. But yeah, this is my YouTube channel. So if you are, want to know, what I'm doing and you are interested in daily comics from different genres, check it out. Subscribe if you like.
Like, share, follow, and subscribe, and comment to boost the algorithm. Yeah.
Super. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch some videos, comment, subscribe, help kick the algorithm into high gear. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then let's go back to Gemini Crusaders one more time.
Okay. Okay, I'm done. Other than dropping some ink on the blacks, it is pretty much finished.
Gemini Crusaders, the Atomic Conductor. Vivian and Isabel fight an unending alien horde. Can they survive and save the kingdom? This book will be done. This book will be finished. The book will be shipped. Like I said, even if we don't hit the goal, I'm going to pay the money out of my own pocket. This comic will be made and shipped into people's hands. That's a promise.
Nice.
Like, again, we have great perks. We have a cool cover. As you can see here, Bertram holding Isabel unconscious, battered, broken. His life is in danger. Can he make it? I don't know. And then we see Isabel's sister Vivian try to back and hold off the alien horde that is, try to annihilate the kingdom here in the background. And super cool soldiers also being brave, fighting for their lives. Super cool. Super cool. This is what you want in your collection. Great art by Sid Teles, of course, the great Sid. Beautiful art. This one is colored by Martin Martins. We have two colorists, by the way. Martin Martins and Federico Siak, if I say that correctly. I hope I don't butcher that. Vivian Isabel's lives take a twisted turn when the monsters returns. A medieval world in shambles. Relics of an ancient war were scattered around the lands. Broken remnants of the Great Pylon War. In the middle of ensuing carnage, they realized the relics are biomachines of war from ancient times, and only they can pilot them. Wow. Will they make it?
Very nice.
I hope so.
Will they make it? Will they make it?
Will they make it? Or is their land in their kingdom doomed forever?
Most people who read comics are pretty good at doing voices a little bit, and I find that fascinating. Everyone has their own voices they do. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I like a little bit dramatic, throw some dramatic stuff in there just for funsies, right?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
So K-pop Junkie says that she's a big fan of the faces and facial expressions. I 100% agree. I mean, look at these gorgeous faces. Looking in awe on this light effects on the screen that they are, pushing the button. What's going on? What will happen? Well, it's transforming into some kind of artillery type creature. Look at this. Awesome. And this, what is this? What's behind the door? They're going to open it. And why is it in change? And if they are here, what is this mysterious figure in the background? You only can find out if you back the comic. Back it now. If you're interested in different covers, back it today. If you want the different covers, you have, of course, the Alan Goldman cover, the post cover, if you will. We have this horror cover by the great, amazing Sid Teles, this gruesome body horror and these scared little girls and hoping that they're not getting eaten by these, whatever they are. Look at this maws. This creature's hungry. He also has teeth in his belly. Isn't that crazy?
That looks awesome, yeah.
And then we have, of course, the great Pau Rodericks. If you like Perfect 10, if you like Pau's art, look at this dynamic, cool superpose. This creature in the background wants to eat their faces and whatnot more. We have this pylon in shambles. They cannot help them anymore. Only Vivian with her axe can save her sister. Oh, man. And of course, I'm saying of course a lot. This beautiful looking sketch card that every physical backer gets. Look at this elk. It's dead, but it's still a majestic creature. We have this green, luscious forest in the background. Some nice, cool water. It's a summery breeze. the wind is flowing through her hair, and she's looking probably for her next kill. Who knows? But you can get this if you back a physical tier. So guys, thank you so much. If you're considering, if you're not considering, that's okay too. You can share it if you like. That would be appreciated. We have 5 days left. After the 5 days, we're going into, well, not in demand, unfortunately, but we're going to extend it to the next 30 days. And we give it another go. And hopefully we're getting funded.
Nice.
Got it.
Yeah. Very cool.
Guys, thank you so much.
You got it, man. I'm going to bring up a few things here real quick, and then we'll go over and raid Rex's channel in a bit. I don't know how to do the raid Rex yet, like automatically sending everybody over there, but I'll drop his channel in the chat so we can go raid him in just a little bit here.
Right. Let me see what the chat is saying.
Man, you're a great co-host, sir. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
it's
thank
awesome.
you so much. Right?
You got it.
Yeah. I mean, I have a blast here, and yeah.
Good.
Like I said, improvising is also, a skill that I have to learn, and that's good. That's good.
Yeah, very cool.
Material Man says, "Hey, Material Man, you can say join the dark side." Yes. So someone say more spicy. Oh man, Sol is talking about sauces again. He's a sauce guy. He likes hot sauces.
Nice.
Maybe doesn't use for that. Yeah. Just going to market on spicy sauces. He needs them for his flooded basement chicken stand.
Yeah.
Marinus, I like how you're doing the MC for your artist. That's how it should be. Well, I'm not a good beatboxer, but maybe in the future if this doesn't work.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let me share.
The chat
Red
is great.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chat's fantastic. So this was let's see, this is In Demand, and this is by David Feed, right? He's one of your guys, one of your friends.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So check out Red Eyes. And David, if you ever want to come on stream, if you want to let me know, hit me up on X, find me on X, and we'll definitely do kind of the same thing here we did with Marinus. And yeah.
David is a fun guy. He's from Switzerland, and in my opinion, he deserves way more backers.
Wow, this book looks great.
Right?
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. He has this very high fantasy stuff. Look at this tree with eyes.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go over it briefly. It looks great. Good colors, good line work, good artwork, very interesting ideas. We got
Super
a sandworm there, so the spice must flow.
The spice must flow.
The spice must flow.
Yeah. They are basically escaping the city. And there's also some cool box, that you can
right here, the classic Nintendo NES, Super Nintendo.
Like that a lot. Yeah. There's some
Ooh,
orbs,
sexy babes,
girls with orbs, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We love the double set of orbs. Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh wow! Look at this black and white line work here. It looks
great. This is the left one, and maybe the right one too. But the left one is also from Alan Goldman.
Okay.
Wish we could.
It says right here, art by Alan Goldman and Theo Gomes.
Yeah, Thiago Gomez, probably something like that.
Yeah,
probably. He is doing a monster manual. That means, the name says it all. So there's a page with a monster girl, mostly half naked or naked, and with a lot of with a lot of lore behind it. So that's shit. He really likes that, and it's super cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah, that's interesting. We got like botanical bio. Pages of plants and monsters.
Plant monsters.
Yeah,
right?
plant monsters.
I mean, look at this.
That looks great. This is fantastic.
It's sick, right?
Yeah. All right, we'll go check out Red Eyes. It was dropped in the chat. Of course, I'll try to put this in with all the others into the description.
Bye, Jay. Yeah.
Sure. All
right. Hey, Omer, I'm going to bed. It's 11.
All right, buddy. Sure. Go for it. So, appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Yeah, and again, I said it many times, but I really mean it. Thank you for having me and having a great time with you are. You are doodling and me talking about the campaign. For me,
Sure.
that's a privilege, and so I think you have a. I really appreciate that. And of course, a big thanks to the chat. I mean, having a fun with the chat too. The chat also makes the stream, in my opinion. So thank you all. I hope to see you again soon. Oh man, Walter is coming in just at the last moment.
What's
Walter.
up, Walter?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go raid Rex here in a bit. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll
Awesome.
see you later, buddy. I'm gonna keep sharing all these tabs and talking about your artists and the books.
Cool.
I got like 2 more tabs to share. So
Okay. Super. Hey, again,
All
thank
right,
you for
buddy.
having me.
Have a
Have a
good
nice day, and I'll see you next time.
you too.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I believe this is Sid's Art Station. Go check him out. If you're on Art Station, you can check out his art over there. This is the artist on Gemini Crusade, which is Marinus's comic, and looks great. So I just want to share that real quick, and then we got Red Eyes. Here's his Facebook as well. I'm not logged into Facebook, so I just showed this a little here, but just so you know what his page looks like. Share this. What's this? Oh, yeah, we'll share this. And this is Marinus X page, aka Dark Side. So go check his X account and go sign up. Yeah, absolutely. Solion, appreciate you. Thank you. And then again, we'll share this real quick, just so you know what Dark Side Marinus YouTube channel looks like. That's it there. Go sign up for that. And then let's go raid Rex's channel. I'll drop his the link again to his chat to raid Rex. Let me see where I put it. Let me see where I put it. Here it is. So it's there. That's where we're gonna go. I'll drop it again in the chat in a second here. I think I can put it in here. And tell them it's an omerglitch raid. So it's there at the bottom, and let me stop sharing. And that's it, folks. I appreciate you guys for joining in and checking out the channel, watching me draw. Thank you so much. Go hit up Rex's channel and tell him it's an omerglitch raid. I'm gonna play a little video on the way out. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Let me pull this up here. Where am I? Not that. Not that. Not that. We don't need that. Okay, I'll keep those. And I'm just gonna play a little song on the way out. And then we'll end this.
The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border. There are legal methods by which migration can and should occur. But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back. I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
everybody in here because believe me, we are all suffering, and we're suffering big league, and it's getting worse. A disaster.
But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration.
Wrong.
And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their
I
best.
want to be clear
They're not sending you.
to folks in
They're
this
not
region
sending
who are
you.
thinking about
They're
making
sending
that
people
dangerous
that
trek
have lots of problems.
to the United States
And they're bringing
Mexico
those
border.
problems with us.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Do not come.
So strong.
Do not come.
We have made him that way, folks.
Do not come.
Which is wreaking
Do
havoc
not come.
all over the world.
Do not come.
People are scared.
Do not come.
You're gonna see some real good things. I'm going to.
Do not.
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 I'm going to.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. So strong.
There it was, the birth of my dick. The most significant thing to ever happen in our species. Now, that makes for some interesting phenomena. My dick begins to grow. My dick. My big-ass dick. The most powerful dick in the world. I've got this big-ass dick. This huge dick. The most powerful dick in the world. Here's what happens. My dick begins to grow. The power to stretch. Earth is turning into and out of my dick. My big ass dick. The most powerful dick in the world. I've got this big ass dick. This huge dick. The most powerful dick in the world. To the center of the earth. A stream of atoms. Oops! The wind changed directions. And all of a sudden, you become a victim of my big-ass dick. The most powerful dick in the world. I've got this big-ass dick. This huge dick. The most powerful dick in the world. You're not supposed to drop your dick.